Hello, my name's Sarah from Crystal Wires, and I'm actually going to show you today how I make the tassel earrings, waterfall earrings, known as a few different names. But yeah, I'm going to make these short ones for you today and show you how to make them. They can be made with pretty much any combination of beads. These ones have got crystal at the bottom with tiny little leaves. These ones are the same, obviously different colour. These ones are a lot longer and these have bugles in them. Once again, these ones have feathers and crystals at the bottom. And these ones are actually using drops. Okay, we're going to be using the white and gold today because it looks a lot easier on camera for you guys to see what I'm doing. So obviously I'm just going to be using the white and the gold. And I've got some little gold feathers here. No, tell a lie, they're leaves, they're not feathers at all. I'm also using this MOB. You're obviously going to need your earring hooks, a wire guard. Apologies if you can hear my dog in the background walking across the floor. And I'm using a size 10 beading needle. I also have my stop bead on, and we are going to be using the little peyote square which we made in the previous video. Okay, let's move some of our beads up. The top of ours is going to be all completely white. So I'm actually going to start on the grey side because the top of mine is going to be white, and obviously I don't want to be using the white there because I won't be able to see it. Now let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my first outie bit here of my peyote brick, and I'm just going to put the needle through it. And you can see here that the stop bead actually stops the thread from going through that first. Now I'm going to pick up one gold bead. Go into the next sticky out. And this is a pattern I'm doing. So the next one is white. And my third one going up is actually white as well. Okay, so that's what our first row is going to look like. And now obviously because we're going to be coming down, let's pick up our white one, and we are literally coming out of this grey one here, and we are going to go in the top of this white one right here. Don't worry if it goes loose because you can just tighten it up. And I will do that right now. There you go, just pull it out and then pull it in. Next one down is a white one again. Just makes doing peyote so much easier. This little break, you've got something to hold on to. Next one is going to be a gold one. Happened to cut my scissors in the process. And now we're going up from the bottom, and our next one is a gold because we've got 2 rows of gold at the bottom. go, you can see that coming together nicely. And the next one up is white. We're actually going to do this so we've got 8 rows. I'm just going to tighten up my thread because there we go. Yeah, we're going to do 8 rows along. Straight back down into that top. And then we're going to go into a gold. And going back up again. You could make this into any pattern at the top. I kind of like using bead mixes because you don't have to think about which colour bead you're picking up next. And gold again. Go back into our white. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way along 8 rows and I will meet you back here because we're doing exactly the same thing, and I'll see you in a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm jumping back a row early because I wanted to show you that although I have my 8 count on the bottom, my top count is a 7, so we need both of these counts at both sides to be 8. So what I'm going to do is go back down 1 row, which will give us the 8 at the top and 8 at the bottom, and what I mean by that is by counting the beads at the top. Okay, so this will be our last row for the top section. And this is our final gold one here. So now when we count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the top. So this is the fun part where we actually take off our stop bead and we hold each side and just give it a gentle pull, and you'll see it coming away from the peyote brick, and you can gently pull up the strands like this, and it gently pulls away, and we won't need this no more. So this is what you will have. At the top you'll have an outie, and that side you'll have an innie. So what we're going to do now, oh, also you've got 1 strand at the top and 1 strand at the bottom. What we're going to do is just gently fold this in half, and we are literally going to zip this up. Now I'm coming out of the gold one at the bottom, and I'm going to go out of the outie, the gold at the opposite side, and then we are going to zigzag and zip across. Don't worry if it looks loose, because you can tighten it up once you get to the top. Okay, it's nice and quick, and you can actually roll it in your fingers to get a position that's easier for you to view. Okay, so I'm coming out of this one here. My original strand is here. Me personally, what I like to do is just tie these two together. They are in the bead next to each other, So I will do a double knot here. Actually, I lied, I'm going to do 3, 1 for luck. And then what I do is I just take my scissors and snip that off. Don't worry too much about this little towel, you can either burn it down or you can just leave it, because we'll pull it into the needles, into the beads in a minute. So I have my cord, sorry I lied, my Nymo coming out here, and what I'm actually doing is, as you can see, you can line these up so they're opposite each other, because we're going to put our wire guard in and you're going to want that wire guard to sit opposite each other. So I have my wire guard here, I'm going to push it up to one side, and there we go. And what I do is I flip it over down the other side, and you want to line this up so it's going down the bead the opposite side of where your wire guard is coming out of. For me, it's this one here right in the middle. I'm actually going to go down 2, and as always, the wire, I say wire, it's cord, it's not cord, it's thread, and just lift it up so it sits in the wire guard. So we are 2 beads down. I'm actually going to go across to my next bead, go diagonally up 2, and see if I can, yeah, there we go, and come out the wire guard as well. I'm going to go up and over this wire guard a couple of times, and then I'm going to flip her over, and that's what we're looking at. Down the wire guard the other side, exactly the same thing. I'm just going to scoot down 2 beads, hold it at the top to hold everything in place, pull my thread down, and I'm going to go up and over once again, hold everything in place, flip over, and now I'm actually going to go down the wire guard the other side and all the way to the bottom. Whether you choose to do this bead by bead, it's entirely up to you. Just holding on to that. I've got no thread there gaping. I'm going to turn this upside down. For me personally, I normally aim to get about midway down, and I'll show you why I aim to get midway down in a second. Go through my gold there and come out my gold there. Okay, so this is what we have. We have a little top piece, we have a wire guard, and we're actually coming out of here, and that's our bottom piece. Now this is why I choose to, let me just grab one of these ones. I tend to come down the middle, because when I do my first row of beads, my first row has 10 main colours before I put my bead and leaf on. So I kind of like the waterfall effect, how it goes all the way down the back, but you could even make these all the same length, it's entirely up to you. Okay, before I did the start of this video, I counted my beads into sections. I have a row of 10 white beads. You can't just quite see them. Let's move my bead board over. There we go. I've got 10 white, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and 45. We want 8 little towels of bead here to go all the way around. Have my gold beads here as well, and I also have my leaves here. We're not going to need the white no more, so I can move those out of the way. Okay, so our first row is going to be 10, so I'm going to pick up my 10 white beads which I've got sitting here waiting for me. There we have, no, there we have 10 on the needle. I'm going to pick up 1 gold, one white, one gold, one white and one gold. So that is giving us 10 white and then a gold, white, and we're finishing that on a gold. So push that down, pick up your leaf bead or whatever you're doing on the bottom of your earrings, and then just gently bring it all the way down to the bottom, and this is what it's going to look like. So I put that on my finger like that, and I am not going through the leaf, I'm going through again the first gold bead there, and we're going to go all the way through the white. Make sure they're all on your needle, and look at that, there's one there that isn't on my needle. So okay, so the thread is coming out of here. We are going to actually go back up through that bead where the thread is coming out of, just the one bead, and we're going to hold that nice and firm. And what I do is I hold the leaf and then I just pull it so it tightens it up like that. Whether you want to go left or right here is entirely up to you. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Me personally, I'm going to go down the right. So there we go, just pull it in gently, and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to pick up my 15 white beads, which I have at the side here. You can make these as long, as short, all the same size. It's just preference. Okay, I have 15 white, and now I want to do my gold, white, gold, white, and finish up on that gold, and a gold leaf, and let it drop all the way down. And then once again I'm going to straighten that out, and I'm going to go up the gold all the way to the top and come out of that first gold sitting there. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull that through gently, hold that second leaf and pull it through. And we are going to go down the next bead. Exactly the same thing, but my white beads, I'm going up 5 each time, as in 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on, but you, like I say, you can do whatever length that you want. Okay, then we go to the gold, white, gold, I think I've got a white one right there, gold, and we have got 3 gold there, and then we want to pick up a leaf, and we're going to do the exact same thing, push it all the way down, all the way up. If you're lucky you can get it to go through that gold, but I didn't quite get it this time. And that's my next bead there. There we go. Just going to pull that up. There we go. Just hold it over your finger so you can see that it's got a nice dangle, and we are going to go in the next gold one next to that. Without getting it caught over your wire guard. Okay, me personally, I like to give them a little roll out on my bead mat as well, just to make sure they've got enough room to wiggle and jiggle around. Right, let's check the video, make sure that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, next batch of white I'm picking up. Probably should have chosen a different colour beading mat with white beads as well. Okay, if you lose track of how many beads you've got on your earrings, by the way, you can always go to your smallest. You know your smallest is going to have 10 and you're going up in increments of 5, so you've got 10, 15, 20, so we've got 25 white, and we're going to go with our gold, white, gold, white, gold, and our leaf. Okay. So once again, we're going through all of these. The longer you get, you can't really do it in one go unless you're really pro at threading the needles back. I'm not. Okay, that's all my beads on. Now I need to go up through the bead we're coming out of, that little gold one right there. I'm going to put my finger over my beads there and pull up so I don't tangle them all together. And yeah, tell me how I know that, because I learnt the hard way. Okay, and then down the following gold one. And once again, I'm just going to lay them out on my bead mat, and I'm just going to roll them just to make sure they're all flat and you can see they've got a nice bit of space. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm going to pick up a stack of 30 now, 30 white like that. Now I'm going to go for the gold, gold, white, gold, white, gold, and there are 3 gold. Pick a leaf or bead, whichever you are using. Okay, and then I'm just going to run the needle down as far as I can get without missing any. And back up through that gold next to the others. And okay, now we are all pulled up there. And I'm going to put the needle down next to us. Okay, so we are 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now we've got a stack of 30. Okay, I had 35 white now on my thread, and we're going to go with the gold, white, gold, white, and our third gold as that. And then we're going to pick up our little leaf and bring it all the way down. Okay, now we need to go up that one we're coming out of. I'm just going to hold that leaf and gently pull them up. There we go, and once again give them a nice little roll out. And I'm going to go down the next gold bead. And I'm going to pick the next 40. Okay, I now have the 40 beads on my cord, thread, gold, white, gold, white, and gold. And I'm going to put my little leaf on and pull it all the way down. And we're just going to come through that gold, and I'm going to put my finger over my current beads and then pull that up so I don't get caught up. There we go, give them all a roll out on your bead mat. And for our last strand, we're going to go down the last gold bead, which is our next neighbour here. And we're in. Pull through. And now I'm going to pick up my last stack of 45. Okay, I have all of my 45 beads on. I'm going to push them down, and now I'm going to pick up my gold. One. There we have the 3 gold and our leaf. And I'm going to gently pull them all the way down. And we're going to go up, trying not to miss any beads on the thread up. And I'm going to go straight up that gold one that we come out of, and I'm going to grab my leaf and I'm going to pull it through gently, and once again put these on your bead mat and give them a roll out. Now I'm going to move those gold out of the way. Okay, so we are coming up out of this gold, and we're just going to scoot up through the gold and white above it. Doesn't matter which way you go. And the idea here is we are going to stitch in and out of some of these white beads and snip off to secure our line. And see, look at that, I got it caught. So a little tip there is hold the beads in your hand and use this side for your weaving in and out while you're tying down. And I'm going to go back up there. And down my neighbour one there. And I am going to snip off. There we go. So we have our finished tassel earring there to sit with its neighbour, ready to be hooked up. So I hope you enjoyed this really fast, really simple tutorial. I look forward to seeing what designs you can come up with, colour combinations, but this is a great pattern for bead soup earrings. These are a bead soup earring and I think they're just fab. They're so fun. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, it helps keep the lights on, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much and have a good day.